This is music, and this one is for George G. George G's Room of Rock has reached 500 subs. Well deserved. Congratulations. Great music channel. He shows a lot of CDs and talks a lot about like classic rock and hard rock and metal. Great stuff. I enjoy watching his videos. So to celebrate that he's reached 500 subs, he's running a fun contest. It's pretty straightforward. It's 5 themed. So up first you have to shout out 5 channels, and then mention 5 albums you don't have in your collection that you would like to have in your collection to kind of fill the gaps and complete your collection. And I think that's just interesting to talk about what you don't have. So here's my entry into George G's Room of Rock's contest. So first, some shout outs. I'm going to shout out some channels other than the usual suspects. But first, a usual suspect, Clark O Vision. She doesn't post videos that often, but when she does, they are long form, they're raw, they're unedited, and they are very informative, and I enjoy watching her videos. Then Morten Åstad, or Morten Åstad in Danish. He's kind of pan-Scandinavian, Norwegian with Swedish ancestry, and spends a lot of time in Denmark. He shows all sorts of different genres, and he covers other things also, like he's reviewed beers, he's unboxed baseball caps because he collects that as well, and he does these cool videos where he films his trip to and from record stores and stuff. So very cool channel. I really enjoy that. Retro Musings, another vinyl community channel. She shows a lot of jazz and funk and blues and classic rock and all sorts of different genres. And she also does travel vlogs every now and then and builds Christmas trees from CDs and stuff. Very enjoyable channel. And Rachel's Ghost. She does streams every single day, and her streams are like the hub of the vinyl community. People come together from all sorts of corners from the vinyl community, and you never know what's going to happen in those streams. And up last, this is kind of a twofer. Nasty Boy Scott from the No Solution channel, and Loverboy / Wet Wang / The Solution, better known as Pieface, Simon from the Pieface channel. They get a collective shout out because in 2023 they ran a really entertaining pro wrestling style feud, cutting pro wrestling style promos on each other, and it was just great fun. I hope they'll keep doing that, but let's see. So there you go, 5 shout outs. And of course, there are lots of other awesome vinyl community channels out there that you should, if you want to, go and check out. So, 5 albums I don't have in my collection. Now, the original stipulation is 5 albums or releases that you need to fill holes in your collection. But this is a bit difficult for me because I'm not a completist type collector, except with some bands. But I obviously do have lots of things that I would like to pick up in my collection. So I've listed 5 releases by artists where I have a lot of stuff in my collection, and there are still some gaps, some things I would like to pick up, but this doesn't mean that it's to complete those parts of the collection. So first, Aldius is a band I've kind of gotten into recently. I've picked up a lot of stuff by them, but I still need, I think I still need the 2 first albums with Reno on vocals. And then I've never even heard the old stuff with Rami on vocals. And that's supposed to be super awesome stuff. So I'd like to pick up the Rami fronted albums too. So why not in this video just go for the very first one, I think it is, Deep Exceed. That's supposed to be a fantastic power metal, speed metal, thrash metal, melodic hard rock album, and Rami is supposed to be a fantastic vocalist. I really like Rin. She was the third vocalist, but she had to leave. I like her style of singing, and I've heard that Rami is in the same vein, but she's supposedly an even better vocalist. Again, I don't know because I haven't heard her, but I would like to certainly get my hands on Deep Exceed. The next one is one I actually thought I had, but apparently I don't. That is My Blood by Artillery. Artillery, in my opinion, a fantastic and very important Danish thrash metal band. They've been kind of on again and off again. And they've had some fantastic singers as well. And they emphasize melody quite a lot. And I really like that. But I thought I had My Blood. I know it's a great thrash metal album with awesome vocals. But apparently I don't. So that's one I would like to get my hands on. Next, this is a band that I got turned on to by Metal Marty Mac. So here's a bonus shout out. Check out his channel. It's a great vinyl community channel. Shows a lot of metal, obviously. And that's the, I think they're Northern Irish, Mama's Boys. I have most of their output, I think, but I don't have all of it. And I would really like to get my hands on a copy of Turn It Up by Mama's Boys. It's great hard rock with a little bit of metal, maybe even hints of new wave of British heavy metal, but to me it's mostly hard rock. And yeah, I would like to get my hands on Turn It Up. Next, this is another one I thought I had, but apparently I don't. Napalm Death's Fear, Emptiness, Despair. The funny thing is that I went into doing this video thinking that I didn't have Diatribes, which I actually really like. It's a Napalm Death album that a lot of people don't like, but I really like that one. And I thought I had Fear, Emptiness, Despair, but I don't have that one, but I do have Diatribes. So there you go. I'd like to get my hands on Fear, Emptiness, Despair. And the last one is another one I thought I had, but apparently I don't. And that is Inked in Blood by Obituary. I think this is a great death metal album. I like it's an album I've heard people say it's a bit meh. I disagree. I think it's Obituary doing Obituary, and what more do you want? And I think there's some great songs on Inked in Blood, and I was actually fortunate enough to see them live touring that album. I thought I had it, but I don't. So that's another album I would like to get my hands on and to, introduce into my collection. In terms of format, I collect vinyl, CDs, and cassette tapes, so I actually don't really care about the format. CDs would be fine, vinyl would be fine, but I think some of them aren't out on vinyl actually, and cassette tapes will be fine too. So I'm not a diva in that sense. Anyways, there you go. 5 shout outs and a bonus one, and 5 albums I don't have in my collection, but I would really like to get my grubby, disgusting hands on. So congratulations to George G's Room of Rock on 500 subs. He's way beyond that now. Go and check out his channel if you like CDs in particular. Thanks for watching.